Birthday celebration for Mom today. Birthday celebration day. The trio of women.
Here we are.
Young,
Here
younger,
we come.
youngest, younger, and young.
Ms. Here we go.
Mom put on makeup today.
Here she is.
She looks lovely.
Just a flower. Here we are.
Oh, you know what?
Down the street. Are we going the wrong way for your car, my dear?
Yeah.
Get away from me.
We have to go up this way. I'm at the corner.
Totally unconcerned faces. Beauty beaming out of both of you. And then you come to the East Coast, the cauldron of slime and
Oh no,
slither.
we got slime and slither in California.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I didn't
We'll show you the
know.
tenderloin. We'll take you on a tour of the loin one
The
day.
loin. The loin. That sounds, I don't know. Is it like, does it have anything to do with girding up your loins?
I think that's a part of it.
Oh, well.
They got whatever your flavor is, you can find it there. If it's disgusting and deviant and seedy and filthy,
They have it.
and you just want to wallow around in all that stuff, you're in good
These
shape.
dandelions, what a delicious celery we could do.
Approaching the restaurant for lunch here. I'm just doing some narrating for the viewers back home. Mom's lost.
And when they come and visit, I think we have to go out on the street. And when you come to visit, oh, you're not. I was going to say. Oh, no, there's not a crowd in the restaurant. Oh, that's right, Mom hasn't been here either.
Look, Gail, just stop, okay? Because I'm going to put you on the camera if I want to put you on the camera. So there, Lillian. I told her.
Are you coming back? You're not open yet? Oh. The doors on the way in, you know?
Well, they open at 11:30, don't they? It's just barely 11:30 now, actually. Mom, go inspect and see what make some trouble up there. Hey, Gail. There's a movie star if I ever saw one. Look at that face. Make love to the camera. Oh, God. Pardon?
Well, I got my pocket knife, but
We better not do that, though.
lock the door while you go to
Brandywine River?
just like that.
Yes, spring wedding is really the best. Yes. So home spring is there for one day in Canada. At least this is the summer. I'll sit here.
Gail's empty lunch plate. Leon's empty lunch plate. Brandy's lunch plate.
It's all
Brandy.
Hello, folks. This is my charming mother.
Hello.
Queen of Platonia.
The Queen of Platonia. Very medieval.
The baby princess.
Should have wore your princess shirt.
Oh,
So they could see what a baby princess looks like.
Kind of cleared up a lot of mystery about princesses.
All in the background. Is it recording?
Mm-hmm.
Just keep filming.
All right.
You can flip that up if it's easier for it to kind of. Give them a little tour of whatever this is, Concord Avenue. Concord Avenue. So we turn right up here, Mom?
No, we keep going straight down
Okay.
a few more blocks. Big old truck is going down that residential area.
We might pass by some nice old homes.
On the right or the left?
Either way, probably. Or I'm not sure. I can't. Been down
you
here for a
need to
while.
move over to the left. There you go.
Ooh, these
This
are
is
nice.
all. This will look a lot different than Be nice for your mom to see. I guess.
Yeah.
Big old. What was this big old building up here, Mom? On the right.
That was where your Aunt Debbie went to school, and those houses are the ones on the left, the brick and slate ones that your great-grandfather built.
Oh. Hmm.
This is good. These houses are kind of interesting.
Nice stone church. Do you have any stone churches in Cali?
Don't know. I'm sure there must be
Some
some.
of these are made from what they call Brandywine bluestone. The Church of the Holy City is for one. That, I think, came from the Brandywine. That's why they call it that.
Washington Street. Turn right on Market.
Yes. That's at this traffic light.
Would be downtown Wilmington, yes?
Downtown Wilmington, yeah. Under construction. The bridge a little bit is under construction now, apparently. We used to go to church down here, didn't we, Mom?
St. Patrick's, yes, we did.
Another Catholic hellhole.
That's of the bunch of them. That's
That
one
was
of the better
probably
ones.
alright, I guess.
You never take a collection in that church.
Yeah,
They
that's
leave a
nice.
love offering basket in the back.
Left on 5th Street, Mom? Or
Right
right,
on 5th
okay.
Street.
Market Street Mall. Approaching Market Street Mall. Not the prettiest area in town. Decided to bring the camera with us in case we get robbed. Just kidding. We won't be getting robbed.
It's an hour, probably 45 minutes or something like that. Now,
What?
I didn't take a picture of that, did you? That alley right there?
No.
I think think I missed by a block. It's up to 6th. So
Okay.
it's left. Turn right here.
Yes, I'm aware of that. Story Delaware Center, okay. Mom, look, you get a dress, man.
Well, I was just looking back there. That white one didn't look too bad.
Is this where we're going?
It is. See there?
Delaware
I won't be on camera.
History
I won't be on camera.
Museum. Okay, hold on. There you go, man. Say hi. Say hi to Callie. Say what's up, Callie.
What's going on, Callie?
All right, there you go. Cool.
We need your help.
Ticket outlet's still there, huh?
This is my bank. That's all it is. That's the back end of it, I should tell you.
What bank is that, Mom?
It used to be 9th Ward. Then it was Meridian. Building where you had been. They're just
I
going to
don't know what they're
redo
gonna
it.
do with it.
They're going to redo it as they're doing the school here. I used to live back on that corner.
When did brother Ronald come to town?
He's been around a long time, Lon. He wasn't the first one at Mary.
Big little house here.
This is the mental health of Delaware runs this it's Bennett House, it's called, for people who need housing and can make out a little bit on their own, but not too much. Did you take... Excuse me.
Bless you.
Thank you. Did you take it up past St. Mark's ever?
Last time.
Last time.
Oh, okay, good.
And we were actually up there when we went out with Mary and Mark. We went to Alibaba, which is a kind of a Moroccan restaurant on Main Street.
Your mother's been there.
Been there.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, been there, done that.
One time.
Okay, very good. Did you like it?
No, not
She
well.
Say hi, Gail and her jammies.
You'll find oil even the cleanest homes. It's 95%
Stars.
before.
Stars.
Joe and Sue Taylor did it last night. Mike Thompson would
Birdstone.
Yeah.
It's a lovely birdstone.
And I had a gold cross with an opal in it one time, and I gave it to Mary Ann's daughter because it's her birthday. Something of mine, you know. No, but a lot of people are superstitious. They won't wear opal if it's not their birthstone.
Well, you know why I am. I'm not superstitious, but I think certain things are true, and I know I wore your opal 2 times. In both of those times, something not good happened to me. Was it by my own bad judgment? Maybe, but what made me decide badly? One asks. I don't know. But I just stopped wearing them. Lon, are you taking another lovely profile of me?
No,
what?
that would be the back. That wouldn't be a
The back
profile.
Get
body.
the full
Yeah.
view now.
I'm on your focus on your nugget.
My nugget?
Your head?
Oh. Okay, I didn't quite understand that one.
Nice to get pictures in your bathrobe. big old sloppy sweater. But Lillian, this is the way I usually dress, so unless I'm going out.
Please excuse me. Daddy, some fruit salad. We also have lovely
Say hi to the folks back home, Pop-Pop.
Huh?
Say hi to the folks back in California.
How to the folks in California?
There you go.
Oh, how about that one? Oh.
Any thoughts you
Where's
want to
the-
convey to the West Coast? No?
Just tell them I'm the same old ugly guy.
Okay. Well, they'll be able to see for themselves, Pop-Up.
You're having your photo taken, Dad. No, not a photo.
So?
A picture. I just thought
Why
perhaps
don't
you'd
you,
like to
why
know
don't you
it.
go into your dance? Brandy and I danced together. Should we dance for him?
It's a vision. No, it has to be a spontaneous thing, Mom. That's what I think.
Delaware. The first state.
Let me see it again. Oh. It's the Blue Hen State.
Blue Hen State.
Yes.
Bring the camera up, please. The state that started a nation.
There we go.
There we
That
go.
was our motto for
Starry Night. But like,
Starry Night.
but of course it couldn't be that 'cause it's already been taken, I guess. But
Starry Delaware Night.
Starry Woman.
Starry Claytonia Woman.
Hello. Lillian and Vince and Garrett and Joe. This is Leon in his original habitat. Eating an apple.
Trying to get the.
Take some of my magnets.
That's what I'm
Everybody will
doing.
think I'm nuts with all the stuff I have here. I've saved those for a good many years too. One of my favorites is my grape napa. I like that.
And we also packed up a huge can of send north to my sister's children.
Magnets.
Yeah. They like
They
it.
like those?
They like
Fuzzy
it.
bears and
Yeah.
Hello.
Oh, that's a nice shot with Jesus above your head.
He's always there. Watching over me.
Sacred Heart. Mm-hmm.
What's he got? A little thorn wreath around his heart? Oh, flame burning? Light emanating from his inside? I don't know.
To get the dirty dishes.
Oh, okay.
It's too bad there were many more earlier on.
There's the dishwasher at 1011 North Clayton Street. Get the cow for your mom back there.
Where's
we
the
have
cow?
a cow too, Lil.
Where is the cow?
Wait a minute.
On the back of the sink.
Oh,
What
I see it.
The wait a minute. The paper towel's in the way. Oh, here, I'll set him over here.
Okay, there we go. Cow. Zoom in.
He's losing his black spots. We're very concerned. We think it's cow ick. Make a decision.
That thing up.
Hold on. Well, we haven't really told him about your new career path.
Picking up.
She goes out.
No.
Tell him. Lon.
I think I did tell him. This person she met at the recycle place, she had a lot of cans. He saves them for the Catholic Church and he gives them, who did he give them to?
St. Vincent de Paul Society.
He sells them, gets some money. So I go out twice a week and usually I find a bag full. Then we went over to Canby Park. I found 67 or 76 beer cans on a big
my
thing
God.
where somebody had a party. Boy, I thought I hit a gold mine,
Heart attack.
you know. But people think I'm nuts, but I don't care.
Well, I think it's. I'm not fond of some of the places that she goes to get them because they're.
Well, not in the backwoods. I wouldn't go to Canby Park alone.
Well, I
But
know,
out
but
where I
still,
used to live, I don't see.
down around underneath the bridge and all. It only takes a second for a disaster to happen.
But it's a main road. People go through there all the time.
But it does do two things. It cleans up
Mhm.
nasty stuff on the streets,
Mm-hmm.
and it makes money, and it recycles three things actually. So I'm glad.
I
that
even
she
got
does
her
that.
picking them up. No matter where I go, if I see one on the ground, I pick it up.
Well, you know, either that or you risk her jumping out the door. I see one. Wait, Mother, I'm going 90 miles an hour. It doesn't matter, I'll get it. No, she doesn't do that. And I don't drive 90 miles an hour either. Usually. So, Vince, how is the computer going? Did you get my email? No, was that an email? Yes. I sent a blanket email. Oh, honey, please, don't put that thing up my nostrils.
No, I got it. It's not. It's
Back it.
It's on a. I have a zoom in, zoom out mode on here. I just moved it closer to get the sound is all.
Oh. I sent out, I probably sent them to you too, these little things I get on my email. You know, kind of wonderful, inspiring sorts of things. And so I send them along. Or sometimes if it seems like it's a real issue, I send them along to ask people to pray or whatever. I don't bother you often, but I might bother you again, Vince, with some thing
He's
like
changed
that.
his email recently.
Oh, well, there
Who
it
has?
is.
My dad.
Oh.
He's now, it's not Earthlink anymore, now it's Starband. I'll have to send it to you.
He has the through the satellite
Yeah.
TV thing.
The satellite TV, you can get your internet connection going through that, and so he has that. And so it's recently changed.
Yeah, it's like you're constantly connected. You never have to dial up or anything.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
I don't know how good it is. He seems to
I
have
know.
problems with it. It's
Well,
not-
Bonnie's kids, you never can get them from 6 to 8, because they're always on the computer and they can't use the phone. She can't. Well, I guess she can.
Too close. Too close.
That's the way with me. It's going to show out every one of my wrinkles. Like that picture I have with me and Al Martino, I look like his grandmother.
Are you hiding, Pop-Up?
Huh?
He's
You hiding
a
from me?
good-looking man for his age, though.
I mean,
Hide from a camera,
if
you
we
can't
had
do
that
it.
dentistry,
No.
he
Never
smiles.
can hide from a camera because you never
Sparkles.
know what camera's on you.
Oh, yes.
I had a laugh. I think Brandy told you before. Come out with this beautiful suit on. It's like, huh?
She probably enjoyed it. Let's see here. Now, Mama, how about cheese?
Yeah,
Havarti dill or Gouda?
anything, whatever's handy. I don't want all that sausage. Take a couple off, one off. Bonnie has nothing to do with what we're talking about, but I just thought of, she has her answering machine. Leave a message and one of us will get back to you. That's where I got the idea of putting mine on. You've not reached endorsement for me, but it won't stay on. I don't know.
What does make a thing default?
He doesn't know. I asked him.
With the
I
I
CD?
asked
Slicing
Bob. He
cheese.
No,
doesn't know.
the answering machine.
How many cheeses do
It
you
won't
want?
keep her message
One
on
more.
there.
Is that 4 there now? No,
No.
there's 4.
I think you should have a matching number of sausages, don't you?
No, that's enough for me. Thank you very much.
Is the butter on the table?
I don't see it.
Oh,
You should be here, Lillian, and having a snack with us before our kidlets take off.
yeah. Let's see, Dad.
Show
had
your mom your
something
little
we
ducky
did.
when you go.
Oh, I will.
I thought he was cute.
He was cute. I still have the, you sent me the little angel beanie baby.
Oh, I forgot.
It's a little white bear with gold wings
Oh,
and a little
I'd forgot.
halo. I have that propped on my windowsill in my laundry room.
I like
Oh,
things like
my.
that.
It's incredible.
Hold up the
good
knife, Mom.
sausage.
There we go. And a sausage.
Le sausage. Havarti dill.
There we go. Excellent.
That's all we do around here, eat Lillian, a snack and eat.
Just
All we
another
do is
day.
think about food.
Just another day at the rectangular table.
Claytonia Hall.
We're having a summit here at the rectangular table.
We are.
Less tink.
Or as
You like that rice pudding?
have on his belt.
It's pretty
less
good.
Tinkle.
I like. You like raisins in it?
No,
Like
no.
what?
it just
You like
was-
raisins in rice
Yeah.
pudding? No.
had
He eats boxes of raisins.
You mean that spoils it for you?
Yeah, I don't. I mean, I it's okay, but I'd rather have it
those
without the
little
raisins.
Things label me.
You like tapioca pudding?
And his belt buckle said less
Yeah.
Tinkle.
What's your favorite food, Pop Up?
Cornflakes,
Cornflakes? You like grilled cheese, I hear.
grilled cheese.
Yeah? It's like steak?
Shredded meat.
No, I don't like steak. It costs too much money.
What if you didn't matter, though? What would you eat? What if cost were no
I like
concern?
steak, but I'm not that crazy about it.
Yeah.
How about shredded wheat?
You have to have a buzzsaw
Shredded
to
wheat.
cut it.
Shredded wheat's good.
Yeah.
I like shredded wheat with the sugar
Wait.
coating, though.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Frosted
You got-
mini wheat.
Well, they have that with
Frosted
raisins
Mini
too, don't they?
No.
No,
I don't know.
But we have lots of raisins.
That might be a good idea, though. You never know.
Not crazy about raisins in my cereal. Bananas, oh yes. But
2
not
scoops in every bowl, right? That's the brand, the Post Raisin brand marketing.
They're hard
there.
to make.
I forgot to tell you, there's a whole case of assorted cereal over there. Did you find them? Oh, you don't need
Why
them anyway.
you had those 2 boxes you bought from me, and I never even ate any.
I
of it.
know, and they're over there if you'd like to take them with you.
Mom, tell us about your favorite color?
Red.
Yeah, and when do you first remember that becoming your favorite color?
Child.
A child.
All my life.
Mhm.
I love red.
And do you remember what it was about red that you were drawn to
No,
so much?
I don't really know.
No?
I just like it.
Okay. All shades of red, or is there a specific
Bright Christmas red.
bright Christmas
Red,
red?
I-
red is danger signs. So
I'm now
watch it.
looking for a red blanket, Lillian.
Okay.
A bright red blanket for my room.
Okay. Well, what's your favorite food, Mom?
Steak.
Steak. What?
And paschetti.
Yes, that's what I used to call it. What was it? Paschetti?
Paschetti.
Biscotti.
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 My sister.
It's like a
biscotti.
cross between spaghetti and bruschetta. Biscotti. See?
When I come out, Lillian, I'm expecting to get invited for good Italian spaghetti.
Mmm.
No
Or
comment.
even American
Nothing
spaghetti.
like inviting yourself.
Gail,
to
be
dinner.
quiet.
How about a duck dinner?
How about polenta made the old-fashioned way with a big pot and a stick for Vince? What
I
do you
don't
think?
know what that is.
Oh.
Just eat it like porridge.
What's a duck dinner? You
Or-
got a
or-
plate with a lot of water in it and a duck in it?
Yep.
I like all kind of pasta. I love pasta salad.
Found this. Was watching television and they had this thing on for polenta, and I wrote down and I made it and I put it in one of those little squares, and it seems a little tasteless. I sliced it and fried it in butter, but I
don't
couldn't
think
see the.
Is it pasta? I don't know if I
No,
ever
it's a
had.
It's cornmeal.
Oh.
Is what it is. Cornmeal, and you cook it on the stove, kind of like porridge.
Oatmeal.
Like-
Yes, porridge. Good.
But you put butter and cheese and
oh,
We
I
used
didn't put cheese
stir
in
and
there.
stir and stir and
We used to eat cornmeal. They call it cornmeal mush with like cereal with milk and sugar on it. I didn't like it much, but I had to eat it.
Now, tell us a little bit more about your childhood, Mom. What year was it? Well, you weren't a child when you came into Wilmington. How old were you when you came to Wilmington?
Randy was
About.
10 or 11.
I was here when I was 11, so 9 or 10, I think.
But I started my life out in Binghamton, New York, and was adopted. My foster parents took me when I was 14 months old and adopted me when I was 4.
Were you born in Binghamton?
Yeah.
Okay.
And I spent quite a bit of money I gave up to try to find my mother, but I
Couldn't find her.
But see, she was only 15 when I was born. I'm 81, so she's probably dead by now, you know.
She could
But
be
I
a
could,
mama.
her only being 15, I could have a half a dozen brothers and sisters. But that probably never happened. I wouldn't do anything about it when my adopted parents are living because I didn't want to hurt them, you know. But I knew I was adopted from as soon as I knew what it meant. It was never kept from me. And they were good to me. But for Brandy, she has her history of her family way back to Abraham
Dad's
Lincoln,
side,
I
yeah.
think. But you
Actually,
can't get
before
them.
that.
I can't get them on my side because of my way of family. But her father's side, she's got.
Now, what's your favorite color, Mom?
The color of Havarti dill. My favorite color is green. I like
emerald green, and I like spring green. And I like roses.
And were you born in Binghamton, Mom?
No. I was born in a
Westover, New
private
York.
hospital.
Springer Private Hospital.
Very
in
posh.
Westover, New York. That's what I thought, but it turns out they didn't have enough money to go to a regular hospital, so that's what private hospitals were about.
I was
then.
in a hospital for, I don't remember, a week or 10 days.
I was a
The
sick
hospital
baby.
bill. The hospital bill was $50. We had to go to the finance company and borrow $50 on our car so I could pay the hospital.
I was a sick baby. Tell them though.
Oh,
I mean, when I was in the hospital.
when she was born, she all turned blue and couldn't breathe.
What was the problem?
Collapsed lung.
Collapsed lung.
Wow.
Or
And
it
they took
hadn't
her out of there,
completed.
and it was a great big oxygen tank, and she's only this big, you know. I'll never forget that. Then when they bring her back, they'd snap her feet and make her cry and slap oxygen on her nose to get the. No wonder she's so mixed up.
Am I supposed to be happy or am I supposed to be screaming? Should I deep breathe or what? Grapes, very good.
Now, Gail, tell us about your favorite color.
I don't have a favorite color. Blue.
likes-
Okay, blue.
No, really. Do you don't have one, or what do you like?
I like blue.
Blue. Okay. Any specific shade? Royal, indigo, aqua, aquamarine,
Navy blue,
navy blue,
sea
I like
blue,
the lighter shades.
the lighter.
Bermuda blue, like my car.
That's a nice color, blue.
It was lovely when it was.
Is that what they were calling it then?
That is correct.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you were born in San Francisco?
I was.
Okay.
Ah,
St. Mary's Hospital.
St. Mary's
Oh,
Hospital.
a fine Catholic institution, I'm sure.
Yes.
And what's your first conscious memory?
I remember nursery school, so I would have been 3 or 4. And I remember going to dancing school, same era, 3, 4.
What type of dance?
Tap,
Tap.
yes.
We should
However,
have pictures of that.
I do.
Okay.
I was in the newspaper.
Really?
Yes,
Oh,
I was.
Wow.
Wow.
I
And what-
have a newspaper clipping
Good.
with my little pixie haircut.
Isn't that charming?
What's a
The
pixie
bangs.
haircut?
Pixie
The bangs.
haircut, straight across bangs, and I remember my mom cutting them for me, and I would move so they'd get shorter and shorter. And I was supposed to be in a recital. However, my mother was pregnant at the time and was supposed to help out and help me practice, and because she was pregnant with my brother, she couldn't do that, so I had to back out of the old recital.
It's all your brother's fault?
So I
See,
think
Garrett,
That whole
See what you've done?
whole time frame is
Could have
probably
been a
my
dancer.
first memory, because I do remember my mother
could have been a
being
contender.
pregnant. Towards the end, when I remember actually the day that, I think the evening that she went to the hospital, I remember she was standing by the bathroom sink, doing her hair or something, and I came in and said something to her or asked a question or whatever, and I remember her just like looking down at me and saying, "I don't feel very good."
Aww.
And that's all I remember of that. And then my grandmother was staying with us, and I remember my mother and father going to the hospital. I don't remember them coming home with my brother, but obviously
They did.
I do have memories of him as an infant. So,
Do you?
yeah. So I was 4.
And tell us about a significant moment that you remember in your life that is not your wedding.
That has nothing to do
Has
with
nothing to
meeting
do
you.
with meeting Leon or weddings or anything like that. God knows there must have been a significant moment for me. I'm an egomaniac, but
I
you know,
don't think
even
so.
I must.
I don't think there was any significant moments before you. I'd have to really think
What
about
a
that. I don't know. I don't know.
What a trick.
Mom,
Don't let it go to your head, my dear.
and you, a significant moment unrelated to moi.
Oh, unrelated to you.
That would be hard to do.
Unrelated to my father and being married and all
I
of
have
this?
one.
Okay.
I went to a retreat center with Angie Malmgren for the day, not to be on retreat, but to visit friends of hers who operated it. And I was tired. That's not an unusual thing for me. But I was also puzzled. I was trying to decide what my direction in life should be. And so I asked if I could go lay down, and they led me to one of the bedrooms, and I laid down. And as I was going to sleep, it was like a little treehouse room, because there were all windows on one side and a big tree outside. So I'm going to sleep, and I'm thinking, God, I'll do anything you want me to do. You just gotta tell me what to do. Tell me what to do, blah. And I fell asleep that way, and as I was waking up, this is still rolling through my mind. You just have to tell me what, I'll do anything. Tell me what to do. And came this thought, like it was like rubber stamped in my brain. It doesn't matter what you do, it's how you do it. Now that was a significant moment for me.
Okay.
Tell them about your little episode. Lillian would probably love to hear about your little episode with the toothbrush.
The toothbrush?
Your electric
Oh
toothbrush.
gosh. The
You don't have to go in great detail, but just tell them.
The abridged version, please.
Through a circuitous approach to getting a new battery for my rechargeable battery for my Braun electric toothbrush, I wound up in an appliance repair store, confronted by a woman who was probably 23 years old. Now, I did not realize that I'd had my toothbrush for like 10 years, maybe longer, which meant when I bought my toothbrush, this woman was only 13 years old, so what could she remember about that era? Anyway, I kept insisting that my instructions said I should take that apart and twist it to get the batteries out and replace the batteries at an appliance store, and I was only there for that purpose. Well, she and a cohort decided that I couldn't read the directions properly because they weren't written that way. And they knew this because lots of people came in and they didn't understand either. And they had this accommodating, down the nose, you're not going to convince us you have any other instructions because we know better approach. And I got so frustrated. I thought I had control of myself. I really did. But at some point, this young woman said something, and I said, listen, I have 2 master's degrees. One is in law and social policy. I assure you that I know how to read instructions. Do I look like I have idiot written across my forehead? And even as I was saying it, I thought, what am I saying? And I backed off then a little. She just looked at me. She had the good sense not to say, well, yes, there is a blinking red light up there saying, I'm an idiot. She didn't say that. Looked around for my mother, my cohort, who was supposed to be backing me up. She'd gone. She'd gone out the door, didn't even notice. But to my credit, I managed to get myself together, and I said, I must apologize because it is not my desire to do anything to create chaos and ill will. I'm so glad they didn't know I was a Christian at that time. They might not still know, based on my behavior. But I left, and I came home, and eventually I looked up the instructions again, and yes, by George, you are supposed to take that thing apart, and they are supposed to sell me batteries for it. However, what they do now is, when you go in for batteries, you have to buy the whole damn thing, which is like $26. I did not buy one. The end.
Thank you, Mom.
You're very welcome.
Pop,
Huh?
tell us an important event that happened in your life.
Getting married.
Getting married? Which time?
Getting
I
married.
don't know, how many times has it
You
been?
got married twice. My
Twice?
mom. Yeah, my mom and Levisa.
The most important thing in his life was when he married me.
There we
I
are.
don't believe it. It was when I was in service
There you go.
overseas.
Oh.
Okay. Did you like being overseas?
Yeah,
Okay.
France.
What's
England,
the
France,
first thing that you did
Germany.
when? What happened? The very first thing when you were drafted? Where did you go?
I think I took my training here in America, and then I went across. Camp Croft, I think it was.
That was it.
What was it called?
Camp Croft.
Camp Croft.
Yeah, I took my training there, and then shot me overseas.
How long was your training?
I don't know.
3 months.
I know. I know it was a quickie because it was hurting for men overseas.
And you were in the Battle of the Bulge. Is that what you were in? You
I
went
just
in as
got-
reinforcements.
I just got there to the Battle of the Bulge, and the suckers, they quit fighting.
Yeah. Well, they
just
saw
got to
you
the
coming,
border.
pop up.
Just got to the border.
The
Of
German
Germany.
border. Yeah. And they stopped.
They quit.
Well, they saw you coming. They knew better.
I don't know if it was that or if there was just,
They all pooped out.
losing too many
Too
men.
much war.
But what they had then is nothing what they got now as far as war equipment.
Yeah. It's crazy now.
Crazy. You'd be here in the States and shoot one over, you could knock the whole town out.
Yeah.
And Leon,
Yes.
what would a significant moment in your life be aside from meeting your princess and getting married?
I don't really think I have any.
See?
Oh.
No, that's somewhat of a fib.
I like the one about the gonger at Camp Wright. That was a significant moment for
Well,
me.
that was humorous. Although we'll forego that story because I don't characterize that as a
Significant moment.
significant moment.
Okay.
Let's see. Should I turn the camera around? Feel the pressure from
Absolutely.
the other end there.
Let me
Yeah.
see if I can line it up here. Oh, you've got it in a funny mode.
Yeah.
Oh, good grief.
There you go. Okay, now you're good. Go ahead.
Well,
Talk.
No, sit down.
Well, if I
We're
sit-
having problems, obviously,
Okay,
here.
sit back. Sit back.
Gail's trying to control the situation.
Sit back. Okay. You're good. You're good. Go ahead.
Okay.
I didn't even comb my hair this morning yet.
Go.
I brushed mine.
A significant moment. Shouldn't we start out with my favorite color?
Oh, what is your
Oh,
favorite
yes.
color, Leon?
That's a tough one. I love them all so much. Oh boy. Well, at one time I think it was purple.
It was purple, but Johnny Osmond wore purple socks, and I had to make you a purple hat again.
Okay. But I think I was kind of influenced about the color purple, which was a movie I hated, and because Oprah Winfrey was in it.
It
more
was
or
a
less.
movie you have not seen.
No, that's
Am
not
I
true.
correct?
I saw The Color Purple. Danny Glover.
Whoopi Goldberg.
I've seen The Color Purple once, never to see it again. My mother forced me to watch it,
I did not.
as she
That I
did
remember.
Gandhi, when I was just a wee lad at the theater.
3.
She also took me to see Animal House, though, when I was 12,
I don't remember that.
and assured me that college wasn't anything like that.
Mm, oh, yeah,
Although it turned out to be quite like that. But anyway, a significant event, a significant moment. Well, I was, gosh, how old would I have been? I was 12. I was at summer camp at Camp Wright on the Chesapeake Bay. I had been going out with Sherry Cox for 2 weeks at camp, which by 12-year-old standards was considered a long-term relationship. And apparently I'd invested quite a lot of emotion in that. And we'd meet at the water fountain and we'd kiss. And but all that wasn't the significant moments. The significant moment came when she put me on the 86 list, gave me the old drop kick shuffle pass, the old toss on the jagged rocks, and definitely I was heartbroken. And I was sitting behind my cabin crying, and one of the counselors walked over, and I can't remember what her name was, And I just remember she seemed pretty old. Very pretty, with red hair, but she seemed old.
Well, she's probably
Which is to say that she was probably 23, or something, because I was 12. And she asked me what was wrong, and I told her what happened. And she said, it sounds like you need a hug. And she gave me a big hug and let me cry. And then she said to me, come on, there's some guys over at Clary Hall, which was a kind of a rec hall. Why don't we go over and play some games? And so we did, and everything seemed a lot better after that. So that was a significant moment,
I know nothing of this.
That was a good moment, Anyway,
Why did I not know of this person? I seem to have known about most of the rest of them.
interestingly enough, she was the art director, I believe. She worked in the arts and crafts hall when I was there that summer.
How
So
old was
she may have been influential in my, I guess, my interest in art. One of the people along the way that she, I don't think she was, if you have an interest, they decide that that's probably good enough for you to teach something when you're at summer camp.
I see.
Pretty much, which is cool. I mean, she was good with the crafts and the gimp, and making little bracelets
Yeah.
and like gluing things together and things like that, which was cool. But a lot of significant moments happened at Camp Wright. A lot of lessons
I like
learned
that
there.
camp. I like that camp. I disliked it when they took down those wonderful screened wood buildings and put up cement block cells. Is what they look
Well,
like.
actually, I've been back several times since then, and
Did they
once
save
they've
any of the
gotten,
rafters?
they've been lived in and whatnot, and so now they do have somewhat of a charm of their own, definitely.
All I can see is them sizzling in the sunshine without a stitch of air going through them.
They're pretty good, actually. They have huge windows on them.
I don't remember that part.
Yeah. They weren't quite the cells that my mother makes them out to be.
Perhaps not.
But however you have to exist at Camp Wright, it's just great to be there.
Maybe they'll put this away, you ain't gonna need it.
By contrast, Camp Arrowhead was the camp from hell, wasn't it?
Camp Arrowhead.
Highly
Yeah.
deciphered.
Don't really like that, I guess. I guess Camp Wright was the measuring stick for every other experience, and that, fell short in my estimation. But it wasn't a horrible time. There were some good times there. No significant moments. What I would consider significant moments.
Well, perhaps one significant moment was that you met Tom Bainter. Bainter.
Looking back in retrospect, I'd say that's definitely a
Havarti.
significant moment, although at the time it didn't feel significant at the moment.
He's a nice, I like him a
But
lot.
he got married a week after us, just for you guys back home. I guess they might know that.
Mm-hmm. How about a significant experience at St. Mark's?
A significant moment at St. Mark's.
Yes.
Gee. Graduation?
It's rude to
Yeah,
eat.
right. No.
It's rude to eat in front of people. Don't you think you should?
No. Okay. Well,
Thank you.
significant moment at St. Mark's. Well, I guess all of those probably would have happened on the playing field, so to speak.
Oh.
Everything all right there, Gail?
Lean
Late-
back just a little bit. That's good.
Lady Gail is.
Your head doesn't fit in the frame, but we know you have a big head.
Oh, you hear that?
Oh, well.
Man. Well, no thanks to you,
Let
Gail.
the truth be spoken.
It's your fault I have a big head telling me things like I'm a nice guy and a good husband. So
Did you tell your mom about your award?
Award?
I got an award, a certificate of accomplishment, was it? Or
It was a
something?
Best husband award.
Best husband award
I'm
from my wife.
impressed. Well, that's who counts, isn't it now?
For achievement in gardening and
Garden
kitchen cleanup.
Garden and garage cleanup.
Right.
Fantastic.
And I hung it on our refrigerator.
Are you going to
So-
frame it?
I'm gonna hold off on the framing, but
I don't think it's that momentous, but it
That
was
was a-
worthy of
that was a
attaching to the
significant
refrigerator.
moment for Gail, I guess, because she was probably shocked that I actually got around to those
Well, I had only
items.
been harping on having it done for.
How long had it
6
been?
months?
It had been
Maybe
a
2
while.
days. I don't know.
It had been a while.
It had been a while
But he had a deadline because it had to be done
before we.
before we left.
Yeah.
No.
So, but
Or
I did it
else-
before you thought I was going to.
Yes, he did. Yes.
You thought you were going to be getting ready to leave.
Well, I find it surprising that he does all that yard work. I can't ever remember him mowing the grass.
Did you ever mow the grass here? Or pull a weed?
Yeah, I mean,
Did you?
not a lot, but like, you had the little chore chart on the list or on the refrigerator,
Oh, yes. You might have been assigned to him for sure.
and so that was like a chore that I had to do.
As I recall, though, there came a time in your young life when you decided that having chore lists might be a wise thing. Especially if you were living with a bunch of guys who didn't give a crap about where they were living.
Well, that was good for them, but not for me.
I see.
Well, we know how neat and organized they all were when we went to Rehoboth.
That's, oh, were you with me when I
Yes.
fixed the toilet? Were you
Yes.
there? Oh, see, we're,
It was
Clothes
pretty
all
neat, wasn't
over
it?
the
That was a
place.
pretty organized household, I'd say.
oh gosh,
Well,
yes.
it could have fooled me.
Except for that hanging shower door and that's flowing waterfall of a toilet.
47 Maryland Avenue. I still remember
It was right down the way from.
a block and a half from the beach. What else do you want when you're
Mm.
18? That's all you care about, just being close to the beach. And I don't think I really did much of what you'd call work that summer. But
Didn't you run into Tom Boehner again in Lingo's?
no, that was my friend Kurt Twilley, who was a friend of mine at Camp Wright.
That's right.
And I guess when I met Kurt, I was young, and we were counselors together when we were 16.
Oh, that was a momentous moment, wasn't it?
That was good. That was a nice moment to be
Isn't
a
that the
counselor
one?
there.
Isn't that the one where you went to Rehoboth?
Oh,
And borrowed
yeah.
his father's
Borrowed
boat?
his father's boat with his permission
With his permission.
and proceeded to sink it, unfortunately. But we
They got it
did
back,
salvage
though.
it. It sunk on a sand dune or something, or a sandbar, and we were able to get it back, and we only had to pay $100 to get the motor fixed. So no harm, no foul.
Not bad.
Where was I going there? Before we got off on the
I can't.
Gale, you're the anyway.
I think it was about Kurt Twilley and Camp.
Oh, and so we were 16 when we met, and then I met him. I ran into him by chance at Lingo's Market down in Rehoboth, which is, I don't know, probably an hour and a half drive from Camp Wright. And he was doing some part-time work. He was teaching and doing some part-time work that summer, delivering pretzels or something to vendors. And I just ran into him. Nothing really momentous about that, but we recognized each other. He was teaching. He was married with some kids or something or other, and this was when I was probably early to mid-20s. So
He was already married with children.
yeah,
Probably divorced by now.
I don't know. He didn't really seem to be that type of guy. If there is a type that gets divorced or stays married, I'm not sure, but he seemed much more adjusted than me. We'll just leave it at that. I
Is that
think.
His father must have been a nice guy.
Yeah, he owned a bar at the beach
Oh my.
called McGee's. It was McGee's Pub. It was an Irish pub on the boardwalk down around, I don't know, 5th Street or 6th Street or 7th Street in Ocean City,
way down
Maryland. And I had a McGee sweatshirt for a long time. He had a nice little apartment, beach apartment. It was kind of like on the 3rd story floor of the house.
Cool.
So we stayed there for a week or so while we had a break from camp one summer. That's when we sunk the boat. And had a great time. 16 years old. Got the world by the balls, Not a care in the world.
Would you like some more?
Anyway.
Do you remember the time? Probably not. No. Well, you remember the time you were, oh, excuse me. You were a little shepherd boy in your bathrobe at All Saints?
I don't remember that. No, I
It was
remember.
charming.
I remember being. I played Ebenezer Scrooge in a Christmas
you
play in
did.
6th grade.
The lead role.
Really?
Yes.
Didn't know a line of script,
No, they got me 2 days prior.
but the teacher stood behind the curtain. And
And
you'd
whispered
hear
the
her
lines.
whispering, and then you'd hear Leon say it.
Interesting.
Wore a big black hat.
I don't remember what I looked like there.
Mhm.
Ebenezer Scrooge.
They called me 2 hours before his debut. Oh, well, yes, I would like to come, as a matter of fact. And I was there, but I didn't take a camera. Oh, how about winning that science award at St. Peter's? Turn that camera around on you, young man.
Very good then.
You're good. But
Okay.
you got a low battery thing flashing.
Really?
You got 10 minutes.
Oh
of
yeah, it's
tape,
okay.
So just go ahead.
It should
and tell
run
the
out
story.
about the same time the tape does.
All right.
Oh,
Got
let's.
5 minutes on the.
Can you sit down?
Yes, sir.
Gail's hovering over the camera.
That's what good wives do. They hover. When they're not groveling, don't they, Gail?
Yes, hover.
Well, anyway, this is a telling tale of sorts, I suppose. We had a science fair in elementary school. I guess I was in 7th grade, and we teamed up in groups of 3, I guess. That's how many people were in my group, myself and 2 others. And what was it that we made, Mom? An electromagnet, I believe, is what we made.
I was in Baltimore working when they got that award, but his Aunt Debbie was there.
I can't even begin to
No.
tell you how that was made because I didn't really have anything to do with making it. I was the person that wrote about what it did and explained it.
Oh, the PR person, I see.
And then I'm not sure. And John Applegarth, as kooky and weird looking as his name sounds, made the electromagnet more or less. And I forget what Eric Mazzetti. Why he was our other member.
He did the background music, didn't he?
Maybe he did. He was somewhat of a musician.
He's
So
in California still.
Anyway, we made an electromagnet, and I explained it, and possibly Eric Mazzetti played some type of music. I don't know. And a prelude to my writing, I guess. I don't know. And we won first place. We got a little blue ribbon. I forget. I guess that's it, really. That's the deal. We won first place.
And so give us some words of wisdom, Mother.
I don't have any this morning.
Well, it's the afternoon now. You must have some by this
No,
afternoon.
I'm afraid I don't.
Tell my son why you love him.
Well, that's getting a little deep here, Mom.
That's kind of hard to do, saying words. I
It's
have
just
to
a little afternoon thing here, Mom.
Hug.
Or,
give him lots of hugs and kisses. Tell him I love him. That's the best I can do. I don't know how to explain it.
Well, it's the unspeakable
He's my
that
baby.
I understand.
it's the unspeakable that's where love lives, I guess. In between the words. That's where love is, I guess.
Yes, in spite of the words sometimes.
Yeah. Gail's smiling at me. She has that starry-eyed look like I just hit her in the head or
I
something.
remember when Brandy was pregnant, and I wanted a granddaughter so bad. She said, Leon wants a son, Mom. So when she went into labor,
Thanks, Mom, all right? Screw you, all right?
He never said that to me, but
He
I
didn't?
knew. No, his father
Oh.
never said that to me, but I knew.
so his grandmother, Seifert, and I walked. Leon had to be back at the country club for a big shindig. He couldn't stay till baby was born. So the 2 grandmothers walked the hall till he was born.
And foolishly, the hospital had a telephone in the labor room. And about every 15 minutes, the phone would ring, and it would be my mother-in-law. And she'd be saying things like, "Are you okay, dear? Now, be a brave little soldier until finally the last time.
We're going to be cutting the break temporarily here.
Oh.
In
Is this the true end of this tape?
5, 4, 3,
Bye,
2,
Lillian.
1,
Bye.
and there we go.